Welcome back to Arcturian Philosophy. What are we doing today? Well, we're going to be doing something that the people here, well, they're not humans here, but the reptilians here who are shapeshifted. We've got some more of them down there. That particular green car has been rather strong culprit in harassing me quite a few times. But what we're going to do is we're going to walk around outside again, and we're going to have a nice seat somewhere. Oh look, we have our best friend yet again, who's been plot to some sort of very sinister concept to assassinate me. So what we're doing, you see, because their idea is to keep me cooped up in a house, I am walking around and going to where I would like to sit to conduct my video. Now, regarding the assassination attempt that Blondie over there tried to pull on me yesterday, we're going to find out how did I survive that, and how do Arcturians use incubators. So, we're going to proceed over to this tree, and we're going to talk about this topic. What Cryon has said, he says, Krista, see those people that were staring at you, they were waiting, they were going to see if you were going to respond to them staring at you like that. And what he says is, you just have to keep on doing what you're doing to a degree, which is literally go outside in any capacity. Do anything. Remember, for a person that's been raised in satanic programming, it's very difficult to care for yourself. And so, if your entire town, not only do you figure out, oh, these things are true, you're secretly raised in satanic programming, and then before you're even able to tell anyone that it's true or convince them that it's true, the entire place is ambushed and they don't know up from down, or left from right, or any of what they're doing. So, because of that, again, what Ashtar said is, look, we do have weapons. I mean, I'm called a commander for a reason. And one person, you see, you guys, the people who see these videos first are not normal people watching YouTube. They're reptilians, people that are complicit with a New World Order agenda, people that are hacking into the phone, watching for me to upload the video so they can, see whatever they can see in the background or in the foreground as soon as they can. And the person said, I see eviction in your future. And immediately what I was told is, Krista, what do you see in their future? And I said, death. And they said, yeah. So, regardless of, whatever they might say, regardless of whatever they might try to do to you, which that is something that they could attempt to do to me. And so that was why I stopped for a second, but I was told, Krista, what do you see in their future? Who do you see behind that keyboard? And I said, reptilian, and I see death. And they said, yep, so there you go. So, what had to happen last night, after not only trying to assassinate me, they also, attempted some different psychic methods, or simply you could call them pushes. And so, because of that, I had to basically attempt to recover from it. And then I learned that someone who I'd been trying to contact seemed to have experienced a similar kind of thing, or at least psychic types of attacks for people that are Ashtar command. But one thing that is very interesting with all of this is that I was told, Krista, eventually when you can hold up the test, eventually when I can hold up a pregnancy test, then I should actually say it. But I don't have the money to buy those, and I only have one of them that I can find. So I decided, I'm not even going to use the thing until it's already obvious to people and someone just can't see my stomach on YouTube or something. but it appears that I'm probably going to be having a child. Now, how I'm supposed to be having a child, I've asked about this, haven't gotten a very clear answer exactly. I've gotten some answers, but not expressly, especially clear ones. Like, okay, how am I supposed to have a child in an area where I know where every single, well, even if it wasn't here, where everything was suddenly reptilian ambushed, even if it was some area where you could still run into a nurse at a hospital that wouldn't know about any of this stuff, maybe, or would actually think that you were nuts and wouldn't be some kind of, sick, complicit participator in it. So I thought, okay, hey, guys, how am I supposed to do this here? And they said, look, we'll show you. Do you know that, you remember that there's a TV show that you guys have, and it's called I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant? And I said, yeah, and he said, it's kind of going to be like that. You see, this, remember, this isn't the same as a human pregnancy. This is this is part Arcturian that we're talking about. You're part Arcturian, so this is a bit different from what you've experienced before. And see, I have been pregnant before, and had a miscarriage, and it's like the early symptoms are the same, but not nearly as bad with whatever this child is. And I can't say for certain, but I know that basically this is like this whole thing about being asked, will you have this very important hybrid child? Will you have this child? This is very important to us, and you're a very good match for this. It was that happening, and then me telling the reptilian healer, oh, this is what happened. That was what really got me onto their radar and got me into the whole thing. So they must believe that somebody named Ashtar exists, and it seems like they must sure believe that they have a kind of program where they ask women, young women like me, would you participate, please? But what they've always said there on the Ashtar command, and okay, I'm gonna have to ask the one person about this. To me, this was termed the simulations lounge, but they were just trying to give me a wording that I could understand. It was like for other people that are Ashtar command, there's this place where you can go where you can just like it's an arcade almost, or like a movie theater practically, or you can just chill out and make whatever you want to happen. Something like that, like somewhere for R&R kind of something like that. And I was shocked to hear someone use a similar term, not the same words at all, but the same idea, exact same idea. And I thought, oh my god, good, I am not crazy. Well, clearly I can't be crazy if you guys saw me. Why was I spending the night out on the balcony? Because there was carbon monoxide being blown in the house, and I couldn't breathe because I would suffocate. And then after I went in from all those nights, from that night on the balcony, I finally wake up in the middle of the day with the big injection mark on my arm. That mark there, see it there? It's finally healing up, but that mark right there. And some of you may have experienced this, but having things shot into your eyes, having implants put into your feet, back, neck, nose, behind your ear, whatever, things of that nature. And so, to all of you that are dealing with this, we are going to get through it. Next, I think I'm going to go get think I'm going to go get my notebook and write out very specifically what I had written out to talk about, because you see, they told me, Krista, you'd best put on your old little prom dress, because you're not going to be able to fit into that thing for much longer. Referencing a pregnancy, even though they said you're not going to gain much weight from it unless you just start eating for no reason. You're not going to gain much weight from it, but you're not going to be able to fit into that thing for much longer. If you want to wear it, you want to put it on and wear it. So it seems like a lot of us are recovering. In the middle of the night, it was this area that was targeted, which is the thyroid type area, and also, circulatory areas here along the chest. They'll go for whatever openings they can get, so that happened to be one that they could manage to get. And I've found myself there with a particular Arcturian that I know from up there, and in the next video I think I'm going to talk about what happened. In this video, though, I've been told, Krista, this is a Cryon saying this, Krista, keep it under 15 minutes if you can, keep it under 10. If you could, I'd say under 5, but you can't. I know you can't because of the spirochete issue, which means Lyme disease. I know you can't do that, so you have to try to do this very quickly. Watch the timer, watch the clock. So, hey, I never made a YouTube video before in my life. I didn't think my planet was going to get invaded, or already was invaded, my god, and that I was going to have to protect the thing, or protect the children on the new planet. So, I'm going to find any and every place that these reptilians in this complex here, which means basically every single person at this point, except for, you guys may have noticed I've passed some people that are humans who are just going along with it because they're scared. They're scared to death. But we're going to do literally anything and everything that they don't want. Sounds good, guys. I'll see you there, meaning the Russian hackers. I'll see you there. You see eviction in my future. And yeah, I see death in yours. Sorry. But that's all we can say on Arcturian philosophy, I suppose.